Thank you, Jeff. I'll be making forward-looking statements. So Argentina Lithium Energy is an exploration company focused on lithium brines in the Altiplano sector of Argentina. You're looking at the lithium triangle here, and what's interesting about Argentina is lithium in Argentina is regulated the same way as any other mining metal. And that's a marked distinction to both of our neighbors. Chile, which has excellent deposits, but basically under current regulations in Chile, if you want to take a new project ahead, you need to partner with the Chilean government. And then there are impediments to development in Bolivia of all kinds. And so even though deposits in all three countries could be interesting, the one with the attractive political infrastructure and regulatory framework is Argentina. I think it's an attractive investment destination. Lithium brines are interesting because a mine, when we're talking about lithium brines, is a well field. We're drilling concentrated lithium brines in aquifers, pumping the brines to surface, and then through one of a variety of processes, extracting the lithium from those brines. Very low-cost operations and very high return once you can get your project into production. Our company attracted the attention of Stellantis. Stellantis is one of the major automotive producers. If you don't recognize the name, they are Chrysler, Fiat, Peugeot, and then a variety of other companies. They approached us a year ago interested in investing in our projects. They wanted to invest in the company, and they also wanted the offtake agreement once we can get our projects into production. We asked them for 3 years funding to get our 2 core projects through resource and pre-feasibility stages. We asked them for $45 million US. They invested from their Peugeot subsidiary in Argentina, investing in the form of Argentine pesos. So they said, if you want $45 million purchasing power, we're going to invest $90 million in Argentine pesos. So we received those funds October last year, and we moved those funds into hard currencies, certain investments. We prepaid drilling, and so we were able to recover approximately $45 million of useful capital. We're funded for the next 3 years. Stellantis, at that point, became owner of 19.9% of our local subsidiary, and they can convert to our common stock at their leisure, and when they do that, they will get a voting board member in our company. Our group is managed by the Grosso Group. It's a Vancouver-based resource management company that oversees 3 companies. One of the companies is focused in base and precious metals, that's Golden Arrow. Another is in uranium, and our company is in lithium. Aside from the common management team, there are 3 independent publicly listed companies. The Grosso Group has been active in Argentina for the last 30 years. They've made 4 world-class discoveries in Argentina over that time, and we hope that we'll be making significant discoveries in the lithium field in Argentina as well. I'm not going to go into a great deal of on the prospects of lithium. It's a booming industry, huge growth. If you look at over the last 10 years, the production of lithium has increased 4-fold, and the value of lithium in the market has increased between 4 times and as much as 10 times in that period, depending how you evaluate it. So the industry has increased at a minimum 16-fold over a 10-year period. That is important from how we manage our properties, how we select properties, and I think that even though the lithium market has pulled back in the last year, I think that when you look at the legislation in Europe and North America, lithium is going to be a strong performer, and we need to produce more lithium as an industry. So our 2 core projects, and I'll take them in turn. One is on the Salar de Rincon, and we call it Rincon West. The model that we have, or the strategy we have, is the central part of Rincon is owned by Rio Tinto Mining. They purchased a large resource in Rincon. About 2 years ago, they paid $825 million for that. And this would be Rio Tinto's property, and our properties are on the west side, the north side, and the east side. Okay? And so our strategy is using, first of all, geophysics, and then drilling. We're demonstrating that we have the same quality of brines on our properties that Rio Tinto has. We've been drilling here for to be precise, drilling here for about 21 months. We've just finished our 12th hole, and all of the holes are returning values similar to what Rio Tinto has on their resource. We'll continue drilling. The other properties in turn, next we'll be drilling out this one in the north and then the one in the east. But I expect that September of this year we'll be announcing our initial resource for that area there. The second property block that you see in this map at Pocito Solar, this is a pipeline project for us. It's not where we're focused today. Excellent potential, but down the road. It's not one of our focus areas. Our second focus project is a similar strategy to what we apply at Rincon. This is the Antofalla North property. Okay. Now the setting in this case, our neighbor is another major producer. It's Albemarle Corporation, the world's second largest lithium producer. They've got the central part of the Antofalla Solar. I'll just point out, Antofalla is very long. It's about 150 kilometers in length. That's Albemarle. They have, when they purchased that project in about 2015, they purchased a 10 million ton lithium carbonate equivalent resource with mid-grades. And it's likely the largest resource in Argentina. Certainly Albemarle believes it is. And we've assembled a property block, which is the northern extent of Antofalla. Our property block is about 27 kilometers north-south and about 7 to 10 kilometers east-west. Undrilled currently. We're in permitting stage. Monday of this week, we received our permit to begin geophysics on the project. So we'll be setting up a camp in the settlement of Antofalla, which is about there, and doing an extensive geophysics program so that we can image the aquifer, and then we'll be drilling in the second half of this year. Let's take just a better look at those two projects. So this is the Rincon project. The green shaded areas are our property blocks. The central part is Rio Tinto. And this is what it looks like on the west part of the basin. We have sort of a sandy basin area adjacent to the salt flat. Our model is that we have the same brines under that sandy surface that occur on the salt flat itself. And that's been proven by our geophysics and our drilling. And so this is the geophysics that we do. This is, in this case, transient electromagnetic sounding. So we're able to image the concentrated brine aquifer. They're electrically conductive. And so when we're drilling, we're actually targeting aquifers that we can see from surface using the geophysics. I've outlined the aquifer in that yellow shaded area. So you can see on this initial property block, about 65% of the area it contains concentrated aquifers. That's the current drilling. Typically what we're seeing is we drill through about 50 meters of dry sediment, about 50 meters of fresh water saturated sediments, and then from about 100 meters depth to in excess of 300 meters, we're drilling through concentrated brines with values similar to what Rio Tinto has. These would be mid-grade brines ranging from, on the low end, 250 milligram per liter lithium up to better than 400 milligram per liter lithium. We're drilling currently out onto the east side of the basin, that inverted L figure. We have 3 more drill holes to complete there over the next probably 4 months. And so I would expect we'll have the drilling finished by, I hope, July, and hopefully we'll have a 43-101 compliant resource by September. And the other thing to look for potential investors would be when we can start drilling in Antofalla North the second half of this year. We will have the geophysics in a few months' time, and I would expect we'll have 6 drill holes in this project through the second half of the year. If we're able to produce the same grades of brines that that Albemarle has, it will be very exciting for our investors. You can contact our investor relations person, Sean Berger. He's at this show, and he'll be at the PDAC. Thank you very much.